far as we're concerned, the implementation of the regional vision is a way for us to unlearn 60 years of bad development patterns, 60 years of sprawl. We're now seeing the results of that. Traffic choking our roads, a quality of life that's substandard.
Some of the issues that the City of Winter Park faces as the region grows is that we are already a built-out city. We're only 9 square miles, and we do realize that development and growth is important in our city, but trying to find a good balance between the type of development and growth, yet still keep the same quaint, charming characteristics of the City of Winter Park is a difficult challenge that we face.
All we were doing previously was trying to play catch up and getting all of our permits in place, and now we really have an opportunity to sit back, look at the whole regional growth vision and how does Kissimmee fit into that, and what is our role going to be.
Several years ago, I had an experience with MyRegion.org, where MyRegion.org gave me a toolbox, and it gave me the opportunity to choose the tools that were appropriate for a city of 13,000.
My region is committed to conducting regional research and implementing the regional resolves that will shape Central Florida's future over the next 50 years. I hope that you have enjoyed the exhibits and appreciate the efforts of nearly 50 governments, business, and civic leaders and private organizations from across the 7 counties. Today is indeed historic for our region.
With MyRegion.org, we became a vital part of the 7-county district. And I think that was so important because we were able to get all of our cities and the county working together in how we implement smart growth in Volusia County. We were able to put an eco-map, which is about 300,000 acres of land in the center of the county.
At the City of Bartow, we're working on the Clear Springs Sector Plan. It's a plan that we put together that covers 18,000 acres of reclaimed phosphate lands.
What my region has been focusing on, which is very important, is connectivity of places where people live, where people work.
And the foresight of the regional growth vision allowed us to work with MetroPlan and re-envision a growth scenario for an entire 3-county region by using alternative land use methods and new modes of transportation and putting it all together to re-envision the future for 2030. So it was really exciting, and it's all based on the regional growth vision.
In today's world, in today's environment, none of us can do it alone. It will take all of us, public, private, civic organizations, working together to make a difference for the future of Central Florida.
Chambers, communities, the architecture, the civic architecture that we talk about, it's all in transformation. And transformation requires leaders that can stand and resist the temptation of the status quo and lead us into new areas that require stronger hands at the circle of service. Mick Fleming is exactly that kind of man.
This regionalism thing, it's incremental regionalism, if you know what I mean. It's not, and nobody somehow wakes up one morning and a switch is flipped and everybody just starts thinking regionally. It's incremental regionalism is what happens. You have successes and they lead to more. You have a handshake and it leads to a memo of understanding. And then the memo of understanding leads to a shared plan. It's not something that just goes like this. Those handshakes, those meetings, those stand-up things take a kind of leadership that you've been developing here that just is good practice. It leads to that incremental regionalism going faster.
We work very closely with Polk County and a lot of the other municipalities in the county to make my region and how shall we grow a good thing for the City of Bartow and Polk County. And we remain committed to participating in these kind of events, showcasing our products.
We felt this is one of the most important things that we can do right now. We were involved in this some 6 or 8 years ago. Since then, we had dropped out based upon we were a small little city. But these organizations allow us small cities to come in and learn from some of the big boys.
We're celebrating growth. We're putting growth in the places where people can walk to their schools, they can walk to their businesses, to their churches, to where they work. And by doing that, they're lessening the burden on our infrastructure.
What we want people to do is to now think about these design principles to create great new communities of the future that look a lot like our historic cities of the past.